Sugar, as stocks have been doing particularly well today. You can pull up any sugar name and they are doing exceptionally well. Let's try and understand what's happening over there. Abinash Verma, Director General ISMA, is now joining us from Delhi. Sir, could you just start with how would you analyze the news reports that Brazil will shift more sugar towards ethanol from 5 million ton to 25 million ton, easing global glut situation at this point of time?
Yeah, I mean, these reports are correct. This is on expected lines. Because the crude oil prices have gone up, the petrol prices or gasoline prices in Brazil is also up. And therefore, as compared to sugar, it makes sense for them to shift more sugar into ethanol and produce less of sugar there. And therefore, your numbers are correct that they will be reducing their production, what they produced 2 years back of almost about 35, 36 million tons, to 25 to 27 million tons. The international trade houses have already revised their surplus estimates, which was last year with the season which closed on 30th September, about 8.5 million tons of surplus last season. Some of them are talking about 4.5. So there has been a negative kind of production for the next season, for this season which has just started. And therefore the world prices, as you have already witnessed, have gone up in the last about 10 days or 15 days quite substantially.
What is the kind of inventory level that Indian sugar companies have? Will they benefit from this global price hike?
See, the surplus that we have started with this year, the inventory opening stocks as on 1st October will be about 10.5 million tons. Next year's production, ISMA had estimated sometime in July of about 35 million tons. Because of drought-like condition or lower rainfall in Maharashtra and North Karnataka, and the impact of white grub which has infested some of the crop in Maharashtra, as well as some different rainfall than what we expected in Uttar Pradesh, we might have to revise our production numbers very soon downwards. How much, I don't know. But this is how Indian scenario would look at the surplus which was expected about 2 months back, maybe less in India. Secondly, the world prices are moving up. And in the last 15 days, the kind of increase in the world prices gives us enough confidence that we should be able to export a large quantity of the 5 million tons that the government has set for us. A lot of sugar mills may not actually incur losses thanks to the help that the government is giving them.
Do you think it's a great model which Brazil is adopting and India should also follow this similar model? It could help the sugar sector as well as overall macro situation.
Yeah, oh yes. I mean, absolutely. Your dot on the point there that India has to follow the Brazilian model to divert the surplus sugar cane into ethanol to reduce its surplus sugar. I mean, we are already witnessing a production of 32, 33 million tons. And I don't see the sugar cane production going down. And therefore, we'll have to adopt a model like Brazil to have a flexible policy in which we can transfer or divert some of the surplus sugar cane into ethanol and reduce surplus sugar production. That will not only help, as you mentioned, the farming community, but also reduce our net oil import bill, reduce our dependence on crude oil, and also give a better return to the sugar industry. This is what Brazil has been following for the last several years. However, we'll have to develop capacities. The government is already assisting the industry with a subsidized loan at around 6% rate of interest. And there is a lot of encouragement. A lot of people are coming forward to set up ethanol production capacity in the next couple of years. So you will see a lot of diversion similar to what Brazilians are doing in the next couple of years in India, away from sugar into ethanol.
Thanks so much for taking out time for us, explaining us what's happening.